And welcome back to Lax Coaches versus Cancer. I'm Chris Marshall, joined by Samir Chaudhry, and we are here pregame for BYU versus Oregon, the second game of the night here in Palm Desert, and it is a lovely evening.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really nice evening. We talked to some of the coaches last night from Boston College. Some of them had never been out west before, and this is just a beautiful setting for an early season tournament for the MCLA. Not only do we have top 10 teams here, but I think we were just talking during the break, we have a bunch of top 5 teams here, actually. And the Ducks have to be careful here with a guy like Zach Jordan at the face-off X for BYU. They definitely are going to have to value possession and do something to stop him at the face-off X.
And there's great help defense. You see two green shirts run to that ball. Unfortunate bounce for the Ducks as it goes
just
right.
Such an all-around player. Great to see that in the MCLA.
Yeah, and then the freshman, Chris Damewood, getting a trial by fire out there at the face-off X. A nice trail check, and that one off the inside pipe. I don't know how that one didn't go in, but right back to Oregon. Great take. Looks like that one is going to stay in if Sowers can run it down, and he does. But what a take coming down from CVA. And then back up top. And that's a great dodge. Plenty of room. Finds Blackmore. Blackmore can't get the shot off. Great help defense. Michael. You see Fabrizio not afraid to mix it up. And finally picked up by Oregon. And fighting through everyone. Trying to get his hands free. And gets it to the left. Diving across. Buries the shot. What a play by Provizia. Persevia, unbelievable with 4 seconds to go. So athletic. Comes out of the scrum with the ball. Fights through everyone and cuts back across his body, diving with the left with 4 seconds to go. And that's the kind of goal that can bring your team back. Now just to lead at 2.
Yeah, what a goal there from Oregon. I mean, they needed that with 4 seconds left in the first. What an effort there. And just buries that one, does whatever it takes to bury that. And you know, if we're talking play of the game so far, I mean, that's got to be it.
Play of the night. I mean, that's incredible. And especially with 4 seconds to go. Against BYU, as you see, number 40, Fletchstead coming across and going 7-on-6 on the defensive side. Prosiviat inside, moves it, and takes a big push in the back, but the ball misses the handle there. Looks like that one might stay in bounds. Prosiviat able to run it down. And just back up to full strength as you see BYU coming through the middle. And nice look inside, takes the shot, and buries the goal. Sowers again, his second of the game, cuts the lead to 2 at 5-3.
And you know, that's always a great opportunity to score right there. Unsettled as BYU is getting back to even strength. They're not sure if they're still playing man-down defense.
And able to corral it. Gets it to Prosiviat, but you get a guy who's like a leader, who's your leading scorer, who goes out there and sells out on the ride. It's a great example for the other players. Prosiviat takes the shot, pays the price, take a big one in the side, but the ball stays in bounds and staying with Oregon, and he pops right back up and wants the ball. You see him waving his stick, and that's the kind of play you want to see again out of those players. Prosiviat is a junior and really trying to take over this game for Oregon.
You know, and that's great individual effort. I think what Oregon really needs right now is in this settled offense. They got to take command. They need somebody to step in, calm everybody down, and run this offense.
Prosiviat.
10 seconds left here, so I think they're going to hold on to it.
He's got to make sure he stays in the box. And that's going to do it for the half. You guys came in overnight on their bus, and that's always tough. And that's a great save. As
Brandenburg there, the
Osler,
the second goalie, coming in for BYU,
cuts it all the way across the field. Thinks about the shot from way outside. Can't get the handle is Grant. And nice little kick-out play, and jammed his stick in. That's why
I've seen some great talent out of their younger players, and getting some experience in a game like this, going in on a midi line with some of the veterans, I think could be a good opportunity.
Yeah, and those Prosiviat doing what he's been doing best, able to get the ball up to Samet after fighting through the double and getting the ball across the midline.
That was Merritt.
And that was a great check coming across, and then big-time hit, takes 2 hits, going to draw the flag. as you see that late one coming in. That one looks like it's going to be on merit. It's going to be a cross check. Right by his man. That's impressive speed. To get his hands free, looks like he was going to take the shot. Blackmore back up top. Prosiviet, nice little hitch move inside the face dodge, rather. And by one man, but he's taking some pretty big checks to the shoulder and to the back. Wanted the flag, as you see him pointing at the official after that first one.
Blackmore's got his man hung. Let's see what he can do here. Brandenburg coming out, and Blackmore feeding across the crease. It looks like they're going to be swinging around a little bit, but two guys in the crease for man up.
And they have to be thinking that they want to feed it into the crease if they're doing that. And it's like they've been all outside shots on their man up. That's going to get the hold calls. You hear from the sideline is Jordan. Oregon doing everything they can in front of him, and Prosiviet not super happy with that call, waiting for it as Biz giving him an explanation. But with as athletic as he is, it's even more impressive that Zach Jordan is able to get by teams that show up every night to play. There's Prosiviet takes one, and then nice wrap check. Again, BYU's short stick. So no face-offs to start the third or fourth quarters. And Sowers looked like he had sees Prosiviet and gets by. Nice shot, and what a save! All the way across his body. Unbelievable play from Brandenburg.
Colorado State. That regular season game, they play that in Mile High, and that is going to be a barn burner.
There's Bo Rich trying to get by. And they like the ISO here, trying to use his body to his advantage. 5'10", 180, pretty stocky kid. And there's Bo Rich again, trying to get inside. When he's got that Kyle Harrison jump shot working for him too, he's able to create a lot of power on that one. Nice little sidestep move. Prosiviet, and then takes the shot and buries it. And there's a big goal for Oregon. Even if it's just for pride, to put some in the back of the net. And you can see they're all fired up to score that one. And that's, again, Prosiviet on the goal. And, he's had a bunch of opportunities like that, and that's, the first one to fall in a little while, but definitely impressive show of athleticism from him tonight. And that's a great play from BYU, able to get across. Prosiviet coming across. And that's, really moving well is Fulkerson, who's a pretty big kid. At 6'1", 200, and shortage of balls on the end line cost them a quick start on that one. And this one, I think BYU actually the home team. So and that's going to be another hold as Prosiviet comes inside and scores a big goal again and takes a late hit. And that's another one coming in. BYU's going to make you pay the price if you come in there for that and take the shot.
And he's a tough player. We've seen him go through the defense a few times, dive, and on that one, you see he takes a hold, draws the flag. It's wiped off, but just an amazing player, an amazing effort there, and definitely the type of guy you want on your team who's going to put his body on the line, to score a goal.
Yeah, and there's just under 5 minutes to go in the game now, 14-7. But
opportunity to watch some film and really understand what went right and what went wrong in this game.
This Prosiviet right by Jordan takes another shot and scores a goal. That's 2 in a row for Prosiviet, and it's 8-14 just like that, and finding their way back into this game. Interesting that they haven't been going to the pole on Prosiviet because he's so dangerous and really starting to hit his stride late in this game.
Yeah, he's extremely dangerous. You're going to have to put a long pole on him. I mean, you can't let him play against the shorty. It's too easy for him to get by, and he's too tough. He has no problem taking a hit. So you got to put a pole on him and play him real tight, not let him touch the ball because he's hot right now.
Yeah, and Zach Jordan is no slouch defensively. And there's another big win for Rich, who seems to have Jordan's number right now. And you mentioned earlier that Jordan looked tired. And
to keep playing like that.
And they're still giving the shorty to Prosiviet from way up top.
He's going. He's got to go. It's not any shorty. This is a fresh legs midi right here.
And loses his footing, still gets the pass off. It looks like Blackmore's going to be able to run it down. But amazing how fresh Prosiviet still looks.
I'd go right back to him. I'd give him some room up top and go right back to him. I don't know that with 3 minutes left here, I don't know that I'd dodge against a pole.
and Samet coming down in 2 days. But, definitely take the opportunity to use this as a learning experience. And, if they're coming out and Prosivia takes the shot, hits one of the defenders in the back of the leg, and he looks hurt down. And what a big rip and a shot. And just like that, it's 9 goals for Oregon. And you can hear the sideline getting fired up. That one coming from Jackson Burke, the sophomore. And Oregon creating some momentum for themselves right now.
And that player that got hit from BYU is Zach Jordan, and he's taking a beating right now in the final quarter of this game. But Oregon really putting the pieces together here. And again, no matter what the outcome of this game is, I think it's very important for them to watch this and understand and learn from it, because they're really putting the pieces together.
Yeah, and it looks like Zach Jordan, he's gassed. I mean, he's standing right next to us now, and he looks really tired. And it looked like that one
man-up unit on the field right now so that they can go. If it's a fast break, they have their best stick handlers on the field, and they want to just go right into it.
As Rich comes out, and Perciviet's going to come back on the field here. But it's starting to certainly be considerably more exciting.
Oregon playing with a lot more swagger now. You see it; they're a lot more confident. They're they're playing with some swagger, and they're moving the ball around real nice. They're taking shots like that. They're taking rips from outside. They're real confident with the ball in their stick, and I think that's important for them to take with them the rest of the season.
Yeah, and 2 minutes to go. Still a 5-goal lead for BYU, and they're back to even strength now. But and there's a nice takeaway check coming from Ibsen to get the ball back for BYU, and looking for the crossfield pass right on the money into Fulkerson's stick. And Fulkerson going to take it himself, going to take a big hit and loses the hand or Zach Jordan and let them run some clock off.
Yeah, and at the end of this game, we are seeing out of Oregon some top 10 play. I'm impressed with the way they were moving the ball down there, impressed with the shots they're taking, and I think that all comes from Perciviet. He really put the team on his back. He took a lot of hits inside, but although he's able to score individually, they got to figure out how that fits into the team offense. If he's going to be able to dodge inside and draw a lot of the attention of the defense, then pop it outside and find an open man for a nice shot. You saw that with Burke on the last one, the low to high rip. So I think a lot to learn from this. Some really talented players. Just figure out how does that fit into the team offense.
Yeah, and I think that, along those same lines, you get a guy like Perciviet who's able to come down there, and you've seen other people have success as well, guys like Samet, but see Sowers sneak around the backside and able to get open there, and as well as cut across, like you said, guys like Burke creating their own shots. But Oregon certainly picking up the pace here in the fourth quarter, especially, and looking like a team that wants to come out here and keep this game close. And I think if Oregon goes out here and loses this game, 15-16-4, they might drop out of the rankings. But they come out here and lose this game by 5-6 goals, and it's a much different situation.